Dear students, today I am going to revise the plus 2 accountancy portion. Already last class we studied some questions. The same chapter we will study the remaining portion. Then first we study about the one word question, accounts from incomplete records. Accounts from incomplete records. First we study about one word question. Theory questions we studied in the last classes. The same procedure, just like a commerce class, commerce pattern. First one word questions are asked, 4 choices are given. We have to select the answer. That is a procedure, the same procedure. Here I write only the answer alone. I hope you are thorough about this one word question. I just recollect what we have studied. Incomplete records are generally maintained by small sized sole trading business. 4 options are given. Small sized sole trader business is the answer. Question number 1. Incomplete records are generally maintained by dash small sized sole trader business. Then question number 2, statement of affairs is a dash. Statement of affairs is a dash statement of assets and liabilities. Here 3 and 4 answers are given. Out of 4 we have to select the correct answer. Small sized sole trader business. Then second question, statement of affairs is a statement of assets and liabilities. Like this, 10 questions are given, 2 questions are completed, remaining question we study one by one. I just recollect what we studied. Already you are thorough about these questions. Then question number 3, opening statement of affairs. Opening statement of affairs is usually prepared to find out the dash capital in the beginning of the year. Capital in the beginning of the year. Then question number 4, the excess of assets over liabilities. The excess of assets over liability is dash. The answer is capital. Question number 5. Which of the following item related to bills payable is transferred to total creditors account? Dash bills payable accepted during the year. 5 questions are completed. Remaining 5 more questions. Question number 6. Question number 6. The amount of credit sales can be obtained, can be computed from dash total debtors account. Then question number 7. Which one of the following statement is not true in relation in incomplete record, in relation to incomplete records? The answer is, it is suitable for all types of organization. It is suitable for all types of organization. Then question number 8. 8, 9, 10. These 3 questions are problems. So the answer is given. What is the amount? What is the amount of capital? What is the amount of capital of the proprietor? What is the amount of capital of the proprietor if his assets are rupees 85,000 and liabilities are rupees 21,000. Here 4 answers are given. 85,000 minus 21,000 is equal to rupees 64,000 is the answer. Every questions are given in the back side of the test book. So please refer the test book and you simply refer it. Already you studied all the questions. We wrote many tests. So very easy question. So you recollect what you studied. That's all. Then 8 questions are completed. Then 2 more one word question. Question number 9 and 10. These 2 questions are also 1 more question. Problem. We have to solve the problem and do it. Then question number 9. When capital in the beginning is rupees 10,000, during the year, drawings during the year is rupees 6,000. Profit made during the year is rupees 2,000. Profit made during the year is rupees 2,000. And additional capital introduced during the year rupees 3000. Find out amount of capital at the end. Find out the amount of capital at the end. Here 4 options are given. The answer is rupees 9,000. Then last question. Opening balance of debtors. Opening balance of debtors rupees 30,000. Cash received rupees 1 lakh. Cash received 1 lakh. Credit sales 90,000. Credit sales rupees 90,000. Closing balance of debtors. Closing balance of debtors rupees 20,000. Rupees 20,000 is the answer. Opening balance is given, cash received is given, credit sales is given, the balance is 20,000. These are all these 3 questions are theory questions, 64,000, 9,000 and 20,000. Remaining question already we discussed many times in our online class as well as the regular classes. Then today we have to study 2 more problems. Then I just explained the format of sundry debtors account and bills payable account, format of sundry debtors account and bills receivable account, and format of sundry creditors account and bills payable account. With the help of this, we have to find out credit sales, cash sales, total amount receivable from debtors. These are all the amount can be calculated. So I just explained the format of sundry debtors. The format of sundry debtors. Sundry debtors account. The account consists of 2 sides. Left hand side is debit side, right hand side is credit side. Debtors account, the opening balance is entered here. To balance brought down, first we write the opening balance. That amount is entered first. Last item is by balance carried down. Here we write closing balance. Opening balance is entered at the debit side, closing balance is entered at the credit side. Then by cash account, that means cash received from debtors. Cash received from debtors is entered here. Then this side we can get sales, that is credit sales we can get here. Then any check is received, any cash is received from debtors entered here. Any check is received by bank account, here the check is received. Check received amount is entered here. Then any check is dishonored, it is entered here by bank account. Check dishonor entries are entered here. Then discount allowed is entered here. Then any bad debts comes, it is entered here. Any bill received, it is entered here. Here, any bill received, here we write bills receivable account. Bill received. Any cash received entered here. Any check received entered in this side. Any bill received, these three items are entered in the credit side. Any cash is received, it is entered in the credit side. Any check is received, it is entered in the credit side. Any bill is received, it is entered in the credit side. Likewise, any check is dishonored, it is entered here. Likewise, any bills receivable dishonored, here we write bills receivable. If any bills receivable is dishonored, it is entered in the debit side. Any bill is received, it is entered in the credit side. Any bills receivable is dishonored, it is entered in this side. This is the format. Credit sales is the answer. This is the procedure for calculating sundry debtors account. Likewise, we have to study the format. Already you know the preparation of sundry debtors account. I simply explained what you studied in the previous classes. Then, format of bills receivable account. Format of bills receivable account. Bills receivable account. It consists of two sides. Left hand side is debit side, right hand side is credit side. The first information is entered here. True balance brought down, that is opening balance, is entered here. By balance carried down, the closing balance is entered here. Opening balance is entered here, closing balance is entered here. Any cash received for bills receivable, cash or check or anything is received, here we write cash or bank. Here, any bills receivable is dishonored. Cash received is entered in this side here, but any bills receivable is dishonored, this is the entry. But any, I'm so sorry, any bills receivable amount is received, it is entered here. Bills receivable is honored. We use the word cash and bank. Bills receivable account, we never use the word bills receivable. Within bracket, we have to write bills receivable honored. If any bill amount is received, it is entered as cash or bank. If any bill is dishonored, we can write the word sundry debtors. Any bills receivable is honored, we can write cash or bank. We received the money. If any amount is not received, that means bills receivable dishonored, it is entered as sundry debtors. Then only three items comes in this credit side. By bank, any bill amount is received, here we write bills received honored, bill amount is received. We can use the word cash or bank. This any bills receivable is dishonored, we can use sundry debtors. Then any bills receivable received during this year to sundry debtors. In the bills receivable, we never use the word bills receivable account. These informations are entered in the bracket. Sundry debtors account. bills receivable received during this year. It is entered in the bracket. Bills receivable word is not used anywhere in the particular account. For the purpose of understanding purpose, we can write in the bracket bills receivable during the year. But actually, the entry is sundry debtors account. The bills receivable account consists of two sides, debit side and credit side. Everything you know. Opening balance is entered here, closing balance is entered here. Any bill amount is received, any bills receivable is honored, we can use by bank or cash. If the bills are dishonored, sundry debtors account. Thus, credit side completed. The difference is considered sundry debtors, that is bills receivable received during the year. Then, dear students, we have to study two more questions. Sundry creditors account and bills payable account. Format of total creditors account. Total creditors account. This account consists of two sides, debit side and credit side. Creditors started in the credit side. By balance brought down, opening balance is entered here. To balance carried down, closing balance is entered here. In the debit side, all the informations are entered here. To cash, here the cash paid to creditors. Any cash paid to creditors, it is entered in the debit side. Any check is paid to bank, any check is paid, it is entered in this side. Then discount received is entered here. Discount received. Then purchases return is entered here. Purchases return is entered here. Opening balance is entered here. Closing balance is entered here. Any cash paid to cash. Any check paid to bank. Any discount received. Any goods purchased. Purchased goods is returned to our supplier. Purchases return account. In the credit side, by credit purchases. By purchases, credit purchases alone is entered here. Cash purchases are not at all entered in the total creditors account. So here we never used credit purchases. We always used by purchases account. By purchases account, within bracket we can write credit purchases. Then any check is dishonored, we can write by bank. Any check is dishonored. Check dishonored entry is entered in this way. Then any bills payable is dishonored. Bills payable is entered here. Bills payable dishonored is entered here. Once again, opening balance is entered here, closing balance is entered here. Cash paid to creditors is entered here, check paid is entered here, discount received, purchases returned. Credit purchases are entered here. Any check is dishonored. We already issued any check. The issued check is dishonored, it is entered here. Any bills payable amount is not paid on the due date. So that bill is dishonored, that entry is entered here. This is the format for preparing total creditors account. Then we have one more question. Total format of bills payable account. Bills payable account. Bills payable account consists of two sides, debit side and credit side. By balance brought down, opening figure is entered here. To balance carried down, closing figure is entered here. Opening figure is entered here, closing figure is entered here. Any bills payable amount is paid, we can write a cash or bank. Bills payable amount is paid. Bills payable amount paid is entered in the debit side. Then any bills payable is dishonored, sundry creditors account. Any bills payable amount is honored, it is entered here. Any bills payable dishonored, this amount is entered here. Then by sundry creditors, bills payable accepted this year. This is a procedure for preparing bills payable account. Bills payable account, bills receivable account, total debtors account, total creditors account. These four formats. Remaining portions are deleted portion. So capital at the end, add drawings, that is calculation of missing figure, calculation of profit. These are all not included in our syllabus. The redacted portion, that questions are comes under blackboard. Only these four types of questions are asked: total debtors, total creditors, bills receivable, bills payable. With the help of this format, you have to solve the remaining question. Dear students, we have limited time. Within limited time, you have to study all the questions systematically. Try to do all the remaining problems which is given in the exercises and illustration. You will do one more time. God bless you.